Okay. I think we should be live right now. Um, I had some technical difficulties with my audio.
Taxes was feeling unwelcome. Now Taxes is an open door to new.
Oh boy. There we go. Okay, desktop audio is working. Okay. Yeah, my computer changed all my settings overnight, so I've been frantically trying to figure out how to get my audio back. Um, Let me just ask you guys. I see Rita, I see Wayne. Howdy, guys. Let me just ask you if you can hear when I start this piano accompaniment. Do you hear that? Okay, give me a little feedback on that. Vocal audio is low. Of course it is, because I went to bed. I see you and hear you. Thanks, Wayne. Okay, something froze. It just froze. Rita and Wayne, we need to get you two together sometime to jam. That would be a lot of fun. Okay, let me try playing the... Tell me if you hear the piano one more time. Here it comes. Do you hear that? I'll wait for you to reply to that while I check one more thing. Yeah, my microphone is turned up all the way. In fact, I'm probably too loud. Yeah, you hear it. Okay, good. Then if we didn't hear it, we'd just do it without piano, but that's not as fun. So we're going to get started. I chose Suzuki Book 1 review because it's easy and unstressful for me. We'll do other topics in these live streams. You're welcome to make a request for the topic that you want me to cover. We'll have time for questions at the end of Suzuki Book 1 when we have played all the songs. It only takes about 20 minutes to get through the entire book. So we'll get started on that. Playing with piano recordings instead of a live piano is a whole skill unto itself, and it requires that we follow them, which is usually the opposite. So it can create a bad habit unless you know that we've flipped it and that you're following the recording. That also means that the recording decides how long fermatas are and things like that. I will lead us, and hopefully we'll all be able to hang out together. All right, Kenya 1422. Hey, nice to see you. Okay, so let's get started with the twinkle variations, and we'll discuss the benefits of reviewing our repertoire because in between songs, because I just need to remind everybody of how important repertoire review is. Let's get started with the twinkle variations. I'm using the recordings from my course, my Red Desert Violin Suzuki Book 1 course. My dear friend Jed Moss recorded these for me, and he has passed away tragically and unexpectedly from cancer. So this is part of his legacy. I love his recordings because I love him, but also because I find his tempos better than the recordings that come with your Suzuki book. All right, guys. Hope you all tuned before. If not, hurry and tune. A440. Okay, let's get started. Ready, and go, and. Sorry, guys. So there's no introduction for the slow twinkle. I was expecting I even went through these before we started this. There's no introduction for the slow theme on Jed's recordings. I could probably fix that with technology. All right, so let's move on to Lightly Row, and then we'll talk about the importance of review in a second. Okay? Hope there's no more surprises. Here we go. Lovely. Okay, let me know if there's any issues with audio. This is a learning experience for me. Get ready. Lightly Row. Wonderful. Someone got an advertisement in the middle of Twinkle. Oh no. Shoot. You guys, I can turn that off. If you're willing to wait, I think I can turn that off. I wonder if I can turn it off in the middle. Oh, hold on. Monetization. Yeah, there's the evil. Okay. There. Done. No more. Thanks for pointing that out, Rita. Okay, let's do Song of the Wind. Now, Song of the Wind has a repeat, and Suzuki culture is religious about observing repeats. So we'll play the song 2 times through. Get ready. This starts with an A major scale. Bow circle. Repeat. All right, now, let me just say a brief word about the importance of review. You may already know this, but it doesn't hurt to remind you. The reason, part of the success of the Suzuki culture and repertoire and pedagogy is their emphasis on review. What reviewing does for you, first of all, it builds a really solid, nice repertoire that you can play on the spot when people ask you to play something for them. But the biggest reason, I'll just give one reason, there are many. The biggest reason is by playing songs that are easy for you, you reinforce good technique, because you can play an easy song while you're monitoring your straight bow, your sounding point, your left hand form, your intonation. You can constantly be multitasking and monitor your good technique, and it reinforces those habits. I always tell my students when they're working on a hard song, I don't hold you accountable for straight bow and sounding point. Not yet. Not while you're learning hard notes. But if all you're ever doing is hard repertoire, then you're never able to do your best technique. So that's the biggest reason. Students who do their review faithfully, I can tell. I can tell because their playing has a sense of ease to it. They know what's right, and anyway, I won't go on about it, but that's the biggest reason, and it makes a huge difference in your playing. Same with fiddle. Have some easy fiddle songs under your belt that you can go to when you really want to sound your best, and when you really want to work on maybe breaking a bad habit or forming a new good habit. All right, let's play Go Tell Aunt Rhody. Hi, Patricia. I never studied Suzuki. We did the Bornoff method. I'm an adult learner, relearner, and I do have instruction, but I really, really enjoy your giving the fiddle violin community. Thank you, Patricia. It's nice to see you here. All right, let's play several songs without me talking. We'll go with Go Tell Aunt Rhody. No repeats. This is just a straightforward little nursery rhyme. Short and sweet. And you know, when you want to have fun with that song, try it with a low 2, C natural. It's hilarious. Try it with me just for fun. You can play the whole song with that low 2, and it sounds hilariously minor and gloomy. And it's good practice for low 2. I'm talking again. O Come Little Children. O Come Little Children has a repeat, so we'll play through it twice. It starts up bow. This is the first song with a pickup, so get ready to start with an up bow note and watch my bowings. There's some double up bows that are very important in this song. Here we go. Up bow. Up, up. Okay. Next is May Song, number 6. And May Song starts out with an arpeggio with a cute little rhythm. Yum ba dum bum. No repeats. It's a really short song. Here we go. Next song is Long, Long Ago. And does it repeat? It does not. But there are some bow circles in Long, Long Ago. Watch me, and I'll show you. Those slow songs are a perfect opportunity to monitor your straight bow, your highway, and the beauty of your tone and bow control. It's harder to pull a slow bow than it is a fast bow. So think of that when you're playing those slow songs like Lightly Row, Go Tell Aunt Rhody, Long, Long Ago. The next song is not slow, Allegro. Now, with playing with Jed, there's just a slight retard going into the fermata, and then there's hardly any fermata at all. We'll do our best to catch Jed on that. Get ready. I'm going to turn it up so I can hear him. Here we go. Question. On Come Little Children, should we keep our finger C sharp planted as we cross between the A string? Oh. Absolutely. Yes. So the question is, that C sharp, yes. It's helpful because it keeps a reliable note planted. It comes at a cost. Every time we do something good, there's a trade-off. The cost is you have to have really good cupcakes, really tall fingers so you don't touch the E string. But you know what that does? That forces you to have really good left hand form. So watch. There's the C sharp. See how tall I have to go? Otherwise, I might accidentally touch the E string. That's a great suggestion. I call it finger glue, and it just adds a little bit of efficiency to our playing. Good point. Mac in action. Here we go. Allegro. What is that from? Do you know offhand? You know, Allegro is by Suzuki. Shinichi Suzuki composed that song for his pedagogy. And it's become so common, it's probably just in the general, zeitgeist, or it's just found its way into our cultural awareness. Wayne, I don't know if it's in any other places. If anyone knows somewhere where Allegro has appeared, please chime in. Let's do perpetual motion next. Perpetual motion is so good. I use it for my book 4 and 5 students to teach them things like this. To study bow string crossings, spiccato, and to teach them 1st through 5th position. It's a great song to have under your belt. All right, so Perpetual Motion is also written by Shinichi Suzuki for his pedagogy. We play it twice. The first time is regular. The second time is called the variation. It's where we double all the notes, and you get to play the fast bow changes. Get ready. the variation is my favorite. Okay, we have hey there, Jamie Peddle. Tuning in and looking forward to these live streams. Thank you. I'm going to do my best to be consistent. Been viewing your videos since my first attempt of 3 at learning the violin as an adult. Man, you're in good company. Everyone here is learning violin as an adult, and my hat's off to you. I can't even learn Italian or mandolin. Learning new things is hard, and it takes consistent effort, and much respect to all of you. Okay, let's do Allegretto is next in the book. Another piece specifically by Suzuki, so this will be less familiar to you. It starts with 2 pickups. Yun dun dun. Okay, so get ready for that. What else did I want to tell you? There's a fermata in the book. In Allegretto, Jed hardly does the fermata, so it's brief. And this is the very first song where the piano does not double the melody with us. So when you're playing this with recordings on your own, it's extra challenging because you have to hold your own part all by yourself. Okay, let me check if anyone has any questions. Oh, Wayne flatted the 2nd and 6th the second time around on perpetual motion to make it a nice minor. Those are fun games to play. Okay, here's Allegretto. Get ready. Ready, set, go. Full circle. Go. That song introduces the D string. It's the first time Suzuki students have played on the D string. I think that's a little late. I usually introduce the D string sooner. Now, you guys, in this live stream, I can't provide all the instruction and all the reminders that I would give you in my Suzuki Book 1 course, such as the finger glue and little tricks that you need to do to have good technique. I just can't. You can ask questions and I'll certainly tell you, but this live stream would be 3 hours if I did that. So feel free to ask questions. The next song is also by Suzuki. Also uses the D string. It's called Andantino. Any special notes? No, it's very straightforward. There's a little fermata toward the end. You know what a fermata is? It's a hold. Usually a dramatic hold, but Jed didn't make it very dramatic. We love him anyway. Andantino. Ready, go. Right, that's Andantino. Next is the minuets. No, next is Etude. Another piece by Suzuki, another great one for technique. You can use this for string crossing development, for spiccato. It's played twice. Once normal, and then the second time we'll start it immediately, no break, and we'll play every note doubled. Double, 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 double. Okay, so get ready. Whew, fast. Ready, go. coming off our hand. That was fast. That was very fast. If you couldn't keep up on that, don't feel bad. You can throw these recordings into something like Audacity or the Slow Downer. There's free apps online that you can slow them down just a little bit. I think there's even something built into Windows and Apple where you can slow them down a little bit. Yeah, so that was a very ambitious speed. I fully admit it. Oh, you know what? How long are we? We're already at 27 minutes. I better stop gabbing. I was going to show you. Well, I'm not going to talk. Let's get into the minuets. So the minuets, all the repeats are good. And wow, it's exciting that you're playing Bach at this level. Here we go. Minuet 1, all repeats. Come on now. Circle. Repeat. Sometimes you can use pinky instead of an open string to avoid a string crossing. That's personal preference. As you become more professional, you will use pinky more because it's just strategically advantageous. Let's do minuet 2 with all repeats. Here we go. Sorry. Circle. Repeat. Sorry about that, guys. I was fighting a cough. and I was worried about the microphone being right here. I forgot the repeats. Hopefully you were able to recover without me. Let's do minuet 3. Here we go. All repeats. Set, go. Repeat. Repeat. I don't know which minuet is my favorite. Whichever one I'm playing, I think. Okay, Happy Farmer. There's no repeats, but it's repetitive, so it feels like you're repeating. It features hooked bows, which is huge for book 2, so Suzuki is foreshadowing what's coming up. Let's go. Love this song. Another very ambitious tempo. Jed loved this song because it's Schumann, and he kind of got a little exuberant on the speed. If it's too fast for you, don't feel bad. It was ambitious, okay? But it also might be something that you want to review and get it faster. While you're doing these review sessions, you guys, write down the songs that you struggled the most on versus the songs that you just nailed. Sort them into A, B, and C lists and practice accordingly. Okay? Don't neglect the A lists just because they're perfect or they're really strong. You still need to maintain them. The Rupert theme song. You know, I don't know the Rupert theme song, but do not ever think of Red Wing in addition to Happy Farmer. It'll screw you up for life. It still is a battle for me. Oh no, I can't think of both. Yeah, so now I've given you guys that disease. I'll have to look up the Rupert theme song. Okay, last song is Gavotte, and then we can have questions or we can say goodbye till next week. The next song is The Gavotte by Gossick. All repeats are good. This belongs at the end of book 2. It's hard. Okay, so get ready. All repeats are good. beginning. Go on. What a grand finale that song is. Thanks for coming, you guys. I'll answer any questions you have about technique or tackling some of these songs. I'm also interested to know if it might be beneficial for us to have a live stream of Suzuki Book 1 with no piano, so we can repeat things or slow things down and kind of slog through it together. Kind of like a Suzuki woodshedding or practice session. Let me know. Are the instructions for the pieces the same for viola as they are for violin? Absolutely the same. When you're first starting, violin and viola are treated exactly the same. It's only when you're very advanced where the bow usage is a little different. Viola, thicker strings and larger instrument. You approach a vibrato and shifting a little differently. You don't have to worry about that till well into Book 4. Congratulations, I'll restart my violin studies. Rodrigo's service. Okay, I'll give a couple more seconds for any questions. And you can always email me with questions you think of later as well. So, man, thank you guys all for coming. This was fun, a little nerve-wracking. I think the more I do it, the better I'll get, and the less I'll have to worry. But it's always nice to know there's nice people on the other side of the computer screen. Okay, so we don't have questions, but before we go, just tell me, do you want a session without piano, or is it more fun to do it with piano up to speed? And sometimes it's hard to get to the chat. I understand that. So I'll just rely on feedback through email and by word of mouth. Okay. Fun time with a challenge at the end. Yes. That Gothic Gavotte is great for left hand. Yep. You want a practice session, Jamie Petal? Yep. Okay. So we'll work that in. I have some requests for topics to cover in these live sessions. Love this opportunity. Thank you, Jane Wierengard, adult student here, and I have no one to play with. I know the feeling. I can't be here next week, but I'll try to make this a habit. Yeah, and you can always replay these live streams, Jane. We can see how no piano compares. Yeah, we could do a little workshop and see which way we prefer. Doing it with piano kind of teaches you guys how to work with the recordings, but it doesn't give us a chance to to nail the notes and to polish things. Jamie says, I think it would be very helpful. Then you could slow down and describe any challenges and parts of any song so we can have more discussion. Yeah, without piano would be helpful. Okay, Kenya. So I'm going to put that on my list. I probably won't do it next time because it'd be too soon, another Suzuki Book 1 event. But I'll choose next week's topic, and I will do a workshop with you all with Suzuki Book 1 with no piano, with a little bit of practicing involved. I love your feedback, you guys. Okay, we're going to end, and I'll see you next time.